Hi everyone! Thanks so much for dropping by. My name is Trishy, and for today's Yin Yoga class, we'll be exploring side bends. So come and take a comfortable seat on your mat. This can be kneeling, cross-legged, or up on a block. Feel free to close your eyes and place your palms wherever you feel most comfortable. Begin to lift up tall through your spine, bringing the shoulders onto the back body. Tune into your breath. Take a few cycles of breath, just anchoring your awareness. Then bring your palms together in prayer position in front of your heart center. Let's begin by taking a cleansing breath together, inhaling deeply through the nose and then exhaling through the mouth. If you were sitting up on a block, you can just move it off to the side for now and then come onto hands and knees. Let your knees go as wide as is comfortable with your big toes touching, and then sit your hips back all the way to the heels. And then you can lower your chest and forehead down to the mat. And feel free to use a prop underneath the chest. I like to use one, but you don't have to. And then I'll place my forehead onto an eye pillow, and you can use a towel or nothing at all. And then walk your palms and upper body over to the right. And then stack your left palm on top of the right, so you're really elongating that whole left side body. Take a moment to come into stillness. And then bring your attention into the left side ribs. As you inhale and exhale naturally, just feel them expand. So not only are you targeting the hips and the thighs in this child's pose, but also the left side body. And if you've never taken a Yin Yoga class before, we hold passive poses for minutes at a time, so you really want to support your bones either with props or not, so that your muscles can completely relax, allowing the stress to go into the joints and connective tissues, making them stronger. And a lot of these side bends are going to be targeting a lot of the meridians. So if you are looking for a meridian class, this also qualifies in that group. So from here on, I'm going to let the meditative aspect of Yin Yoga take over. And I'll just be really explaining how to get in and out of the pose. Feel free to drop into meditation. Gently begin to walk your palms back to the center and just lower back down for a couple breaths. And then when you feel ready, we can go to the opposite side. So walk your left palm over to the left and then have your right palm meet it, either stacking on top of the left palm or beside it. But you really want to target that big opening into the right side body. Begin to lift back up, walking your palms back into the center, and then just stretch out again for a couple breaths. So we've had the legs in child's pose for a while, so really just lift out of it very slowly. And if you were using a prop, just move it off to the side for now, and then come and take a seat, extending your legs out in front of you. Just feel the energy begin to flow through the legs and the feet. You can feel free to flex and point your toes, maybe coming into reverse table, whatever feels good. And from here, face the long edge of your mat, extending your right leg out beside you and bringing the sole of the left foot to the inner right thigh. Sit up tall and then lean over onto the right side, extending your right leg down, or your right arm right down the right leg. Lift your left arm over top of the head just for a moment so that you can stretch all the way into that left side body. And then you can either stay there or bring your left palm to your lower back. So it's kind of a half bind shape. Feel free to use any props you like to make yourself feel comfortable. And I'm just placing my right elbow on top of the leg and then supporting my head like that. But you need to use props in order to find a comfy position to stay. So just take a moment and find what feels best for you. Bring your awareness into the sensations of your body. And stay in a place where you feel comfortable, where you can hold almost the discomfort of comfort. And you can relax all your muscles. Begin to lower your right palm, bringing your left arm back around the front. Sit up tall and just take a cleansing breath. Bring your awareness to the energies in the body. And before we go to the other side, look towards the back end of your mat and then come and lie down all the way onto your left side body. So in your left hip, and your right hip is pointing up towards the ceiling. And you can stack your legs one on top of the other, coming onto the left forearm. Tent through your right fingertips, so you're bringing the shoulder onto the back body. And you can either keep your legs one stacked on top of the other or just stagger the feet, whatever feels best. And you can stay down on your forearm, or you can press through the palms, extending through the arms. So again, it's target in the left side body. Just breathe into it. Find a way to be stable in the pose and comfortable. If your arm was extended, just lower back down onto the forearm, and then take a moment ready, come and take a seat again, facing the long edge of your mat. Extend your left leg out to the side, bringing the sole of your right foot to the inner left thigh. And you can extend through the spine. And then lean over to the left, raising your right arm overhead. And then you can drop it back behind the lower back and support yourself with your left palm. If that's not comfortable, use some props to help yourself. Relax all your muscles and peel that right shoulder blade and chest open towards the side of the mat so that the target area is now the right side ribs and torso as opposed to the back body. Feel free to close your eyes. Refocus on your breath. Let it be natural. Let it be calm. Slowly release the arms and lift back up. Just hanging out here for a moment. You can feel free to extend your right leg along beside the left and just become aware of the energy moving and releasing. Now we're going to make our way back to the front edge of the mat. So come and lie down all the way onto your right side body, coming onto the right forearm. And again, you can stagger the feet if you like. You can tent through the left fingertips, and you can stay on the right forearm or extend through the arm to straighten it. Just take a few moments to get comfortable. This can be a pretty challenging Yin Yoga pose for some, so try your best to become comfortable with discomfort. And if your right arm is extended, just lower down to the forearm for a second. Take a couple breaths. And then when you're ready, you can just flip all the way onto your back. Knees bent, feet on the floor. If you use an eye pillow in your practice, feel free to place it over your eyes. And just be sure there's enough space on either side of the mat. So we're going to do banana pose next, and seeing as we just did the right side, we're going to start by stretching into the left. So bring your arms overhead, push into the feet, shift your hips a few inches over to the left, and then move your upper body over to the right, and then your feet over to the right. And you can either keep the feet side by side or cross them in one direction or the other, whichever feels good for you. Just be sure that both collarbones are facing up and both hip bones are facing up. So if you're feeling the sweet spot in this pose, you can feel sensation all the way from the ankles all the way up to the top of the elbows when you're clasping onto opposite elbows. So just relax and get comfy. If you had your arms interlaced, just bring them back to the sides, bend through the knees so that you can shift your hips back into the midline, and then just place your palms on the belly. Feel the echo. And then when you're ready, we can go to the other side. So shift your hips an inch or two over to the right. Bring your right side body over to the left and your feet over to the left. And again, you can cross your feet whichever way feels nice, or just keep them side by side. And then when you're ready, you can reach your arms overhead and clasp onto the forearm or opposite elbows or the palms. Gently begin to bring everything back into the midline, releasing your arms down by your sides, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Take a moment. And we've done a lot to open the side body, so before Shavasana, we'll take a hip opener. So bring the soles of your feet together and then let your knees just drop out wide to the side. Feel free to use props to support the knees or thighs, and then just settle down. Feel free to use your palms to help your knees come back center. And then just extend the legs out, relaxing the feet, relaxing the thighs, bringing your shoulders onto the back body, palms facing up if you would like to feel more receptive, or facing down if you would like to feel more grounded. Either way, just release everything. Anything in the mind, just let the mind think as it will. Release the breath. Take these last few minutes to be completely yourself, being in this moment. Begin to lengthen your breath. Stretch through the feet, through the arms, maybe raising your arms overhead, lengthening the entire body, and then rolling over to one side, gently removing your eye pillow if you use one, and then coming up and taking a comfortable seat. Become aware of how your body, mind, and heart feel now after your yoga practice. Bring your hands in prayer. Let's close with a cleansing breath, inhaling deeply through the nose and then exhaling through the mouth. Thank you so much for practicing Yin Yoga today. If you enjoyed this class, please subscribe to my channel, and I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. Thank you.